Michigan requires electricians to complete 15 hours of continuing education per 3-year code cycle. The current code cycle is the 2017 National Electrical Code, which began on January 1, 2017 and ended on December 31, 2019. If you passed your journey exam after January 1, 2002, you are exempt from completing an update for the 2002 National Electrical Code. Michigan has not yet adopted the 2005 National Electrical Code. The 2008 National Electrical Code was in effect in Michigan. Since you passed your journey exam on the 2002 National Electrical Code and are exempt from the update, your license is valid. However, once Michigan adopts a new National Electrical Code, you will need to complete 15 hours of continuing education on that code to maintain your license. To avoid any potential issues, it is recommended that you take your continuing education on the code that is currently in effect in Michigan. This will ensure that you are up to date on the most recent code requirements. For the most accurate and up-to-date information, you can contact the Michigan Electrical Administrative Board. To summarize the key points for Michigan electricians regarding continuing education requirements, firstly, the state mandates 15 hours of continuing education per 3-year code cycle to ensure competency and awareness of the latest industry standards. Secondly, if you pass your journey exam after January 1, 2002, you're exempt from needing an update for the 2002 National Electrical Code. Thirdly, it's crucial to stay informed about the current National Electrical Code version adopted by Michigan, as this dictates the content of your continuing education. Fourthly, even if your license is currently valid, you'll need to complete 15 hours of continuing education specific to the newly adopted code to maintain your license. Fifthly, taking continuing education courses on the code currently in effect in Michigan is advisable to remain compliant and current with the relevant regulations. Furthermore, understanding the specific requirements and deadlines for continuing education is essential for maintaining your electrician's license in Michigan. Neglecting these requirements can lead to penalties or even the suspension of your license, potentially impacting your ability to work as an electrician. To avoid any misunderstandings, it's always best to consult official sources, such as the Michigan Electrical Administrative Board, for the most accurate and up-to-date information regarding continuing education requirements. Their website and contact information can provide clarity on any specific questions or concerns you may have. The National Electrical Code, often abbreviated as NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards and guidelines for safe electrical installations. It's updated every 3 years to reflect advancements in technology, address emerging safety concerns, and incorporate feedback from industry professionals. Electricians are required to stay current with the latest edition of the National Electrical Code to ensure that their work meets the highest safety standards and complies with local regulations. Failing to adhere to the National Electrical Code can result in serious consequences, including electrical fires, injuries, and even fatalities. Therefore, continuing education is not just a requirement, but also a crucial aspect of professional responsibility for electricians. By staying informed about the latest National Electrical Code updates and best practices, electricians can protect themselves, their clients, and the public from electrical hazards. The Michigan Electrical Administrative Board plays a vital role in regulating the electrical industry within the state. It is responsible for licensing electricians, enforcing electrical codes, and providing guidance to the public on electrical safety matters. The Michigan Electrical Administrative Board also offers resources and information to help electricians meet their continuing education requirements. Their website provides a list of approved continuing education providers, as well as details on the topics covered in continuing education courses. Additionally, the Michigan Electrical Administrative Board can answer questions about specific continuing education requirements and assist electricians in navigating the licensing process. The adoption of the National Electrical Code by individual states is a critical step in ensuring electrical safety across the country. Each state has its own process for adopting the National Electrical Code, which may involve legislative action, regulatory review, and public comment. Once a state adopts the National Electrical Code, it becomes the legally binding standard for electrical installations within that state. Electricians are required to comply with the adopted National Electrical Code in their work, and inspectors are responsible for enforcing its provisions. The transition to a new National Electrical Code edition can sometimes be challenging for electricians, as it may require them to update their knowledge and skills. However, continuing education courses are designed to help electricians make this transition smoothly by providing them with the necessary training and information. These courses typically cover the significant changes in the new National Electrical Code edition, as well as best practices for implementing those changes in the field. In addition to formal continuing education courses, there are many other resources available to help electricians stay up to date on the latest electrical codes and standards. These resources include industry publications, online forums, and professional organizations. Electricians can also learn from their peers by attending industry events and participating in apprenticeship programs. By taking advantage of these resources, electricians can ensure that they have the knowledge and skills necessary to provide safe and reliable electrical services. It's also beneficial to note that the National Electrical Code addresses various aspects of electrical installations, including wiring methods, grounding, overcurrent protection, and equipment installation. Each chapter of the National Electrical Code focuses on a specific area of electrical work, providing detailed requirements and guidelines for ensuring safety and compliance. Electricians need to have a thorough understanding of all relevant National Electrical Code chapters to perform their work safely and effectively. Continuing education courses often cover specific National Electrical Code chapters in detail, helping electricians to deepen their knowledge and understanding of these critical topics. Moreover, the National Electrical Code is not just a set of rules, but also a framework for promoting innovation and technological advancements in the electrical industry. The National Electrical Code is constantly evolving to incorporate new technologies and address emerging challenges such as renewable energy, electric vehicles, and smart grids. Electricians who stay current with the National Electrical Code are better equipped to embrace these new technologies and contribute to the advancement of the electrical industry. The National Electrical Code also plays a crucial role in ensuring the safety of electrical equipment and appliances. The National Electrical Code sets standards for the design, construction, and testing of electrical products, helping to prevent electrical hazards from arising in the home and workplace. Electricians need to be familiar with the National Electrical Code requirements for equipment installation and maintenance to ensure that electrical products operate safely and reliably. Continuing education courses often cover the National Electrical Code requirements for specific types of electrical equipment, such as lighting fixtures, motors, and transformers. Furthermore, understanding the National Electrical Code involves more than just memorizing rules and regulations. It also requires developing a critical thinking approach to electrical safety. Electricians need to be able to assess potential hazards, identify risks, and apply the National Electrical Code appropriately in different situations. Continuing education courses can help electricians develop these critical thinking skills by presenting them with real-world scenarios and challenging them to find solutions that comply with the National Electrical Code. Electricians should also prioritize personal safety when working with electricity. Electrical work can be dangerous, and even a small mistake can have serious consequences. Electricians should always wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves, eye protection, and safety shoes, and follow safe work practices. Continuing education courses often emphasize the importance of personal safety and provide electricians with training on how to avoid electrical hazards. It's also important to note that the National Electrical Code is not a substitute for professional judgment. The National Electrical Code provides a framework for safe electrical installations, but it cannot address every possible situation. Electricians need to use their knowledge, experience, and judgment to make decisions that are in the best interest of safety. Continuing education courses can help electricians develop their professional judgment by exposing them to a wide range of electrical scenarios and challenging them to make sound decisions. Finally, remember that continuing education is an ongoing process. The electrical industry is constantly evolving, and electricians need to stay current with the latest codes, standards, and technologies to provide safe and reliable electrical services. Make a commitment to lifelong learning and participate in continuing education courses regularly. By doing so, you will not only meet your licensing requirements but also enhance your skills, knowledge, and professional reputation.